Hi, Leo. This is your post-quarantine lockdown energy set. This is not a timeless read. Timeless reads are for suckers. So this is going to be just, I haven't done this in a while, obviously. My energy was off the last time I tried. So don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you feel like it. But yeah, I've decided to jump on here and just kind of see what's coming up for the signs. Currently in lockdown, and today is April 22nd. So, depending on where you live, lockdown should be lifted in the next couple of weeks here. So, and let's not pretend that lockdown hasn't done a number on our mental state, our emotional state, et cetera, et cetera. So seeing where you are now in lockdown, money-wise and then love-wise, and then what your transition out of lockdown means. For you and how that's going to affect you. How's it going to affect your money? How's it going to affect your love life? But also just like what you can expect. What is coming through for the Leos coming out of lockdown? All right. So let's say, mid-May energy. And then what you can expect, throughout the summer, how that affects you. Let's begin. Pulled some cards here, 3 cards, and then I'll just continue on and we'll just kind of see how it goes. Yeah. I'm not doing reversals, but if you see a reversal, I'll acknowledge it, but I'm not going to actually read it. That's how I treat my bitches. I'll acknowledge you, ho, but I'm not going to read you. Not yet. Okay. Shut up, Drunk Tara. Just do your stupid... And don't worry, these aren't like set up. I just pulled it just now and I forgot to hit record. Knight of Cups energy in reverse. If you guys are communicating with anyone right now, it's supposed to be a money read first, but we'll see. If you're communicating with anyone right now in lockdown, or if you've been communicating with anyone in lockdown right now, it's like that. It's the same with everybody. Because of the circumstances we're in, nothing can actually be executed. Nothing can actually happen. So because of that, interest wanes a little bit. But it's still there. So I don't know if it's love or work or what. Okay, let's see. A lot of these are coming out in reverse. I might as well just read them in reverse, but I won't. The thing is, what was confusing, it was almost as if you guys had clarity on a situation before, clarity on somebody's or something's true intention before that went away. That got cloudy, it was delayed, there was stagnant energy, there was confusion because of the situation of lockdown, obviously. The 7 of Swords, so there's a lot of strategizing. So I think either you or somebody else is sitting back in lockdown mode, trying to come up with a strategy to execute. Okay? It doesn't mean deceit. It doesn't mean lies. I mean, it could be. Someone could be pulling the wool over your eyes. You don't even know it because of the Knight of Cups in reverse that popped up. But ultimately, I don't see ill intent. I see a lot of someone is too logical. So they're really, really, really planning how can they connect with you, Leo? How can they execute whatever they're trying to execute with you? How can you make this happen? Because there is interest there. There is now clarity on a situation. So this could be in terms of lockdown, like, oh, okay, great. We have a lockdown, ease of restriction date. Like we have things, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel in terms of when we can actually begin the execution. You have to understand that everything actually is in phases. There is no light switch. And I'm not even talking about what like governors are saying and shit. What I'm saying is in life, in general, in all things, there is no light switch. We want to believe that there is because we see things like the Page of Wands and a flicker of hope. And we see these things and like the Tower. No, there's a graduation to everything. Everything is gradual. Everything is phased. Transitions of all kinds are built that way. It just feels like a shock because the period of time that we had to prepare for anything, we don't. So it always feels like a shock. Anyway, back to this. Leo, I feel like whatever was initially started before lockdown became disengaged or detached in some sort of way emotionally, but that's circumstantial. I think that as you sit here in lockdown preparing for the release, the ease of restriction, I think that someone, either you or somebody else, you and I this could be work, some sort of institution, the people you work with, there is strategizing going on right now to begin again. I think you will be pleased with what is offered to you. The new structure, maybe the new work layout, the new office policy, the new flexibility at work, all this stuff you will be pleased with. I think that the Empress card is asking you now, as you exit lockdown mode into your new work job, into the new workforce, it's asking you to prepare yourself physically. It's asking you to be ready for these changes. They will serve you better if you are mindful of your health right now. So if you're talking about like, maybe we've been a little bit laxed because we've been working from home or whatever, it's saying, okay, great. So catch up on your sleep now, because just because the new schedule seems flexible, it's still work. It's still going to require you to get your sleep. It's still going to require you to take care of your body and be healthy and get your vitamins and your macronutrients and et cetera, et cetera. It's asking you to be careful of that, to be aware of that. And even more so. So what I'm saying to you is that this new schedule that you guys are entering in is probably going to be more taxing on your body than you realize. You do not get to work from your couch. You do not get to work from your back patio. You have to actually work. And because there's not going to be the structure that you're used to, it might require you to check yourself even more, which is going to be even more exhausting. So now you're working, but you're also your boss. And that could be very true for a lot of you already, but even more so now. So double down on your health, especially if you want to attract this positive energy and this new, Queen of Pentacles. You're going to be working from home more, Leo. And I think that you know that already, but it's going to be more productive coming out of this. But you're going to be happy with it. You're going to be happy. The new structure, I don't know what's going to be, but it's actually, okay, so the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress here, you'll be fine. Financially, you'll be fine. So if you were in a tight spot before all this, you are going to be surprisingly fine. There is money coming in. There is something coming in for you, and it's new. They might even be asking you to do more work for more pay, and you're like, I'm down. I'll take more money. Which is weird because we're in such a weird spot right now in the economy. But for you yourself, Leo, you'll be okay. But I think you always knew you'd be okay, but now you're going to be like, whoa, are you sure you can afford to give me XYZ? And they're like, yep. This is happening for sure. There's a promotion, there's an abundance, there's an offer. You're going to like it. It's going to suit you very well. And this is immediately after lockdown. This is immediately, you guys. It's happening now. The conversations, the strategy, the structure, the planning, it's happening now. That's good. Good for you, Leo. Take care of your health, though. Really monitor it. Yeah. Let's keep it moving and let's dip into what happens after lockdown in terms of love, because I keep going back to that Knight of Cups, even though I do feel like it has more to do with a new work structure. Also, Leo, you're working with a lot of women right now. And I think these women, they have your best interest in mind. They do. They do. Not necessarily, well, okay, so there's one woman who possibly is more maternal than the other woman. This woman that you work with is, she's calm and loving, and she's like embracey. She's like huggy. And she's warm. She looks you directly in the eye when she speaks to you, and she actually wants the best for you, and she's going to actually be the one that communicates this offer. There's another woman here who, and these don't necessarily have to be women, but I do feel like you're working with women. There's another woman here who is the one who's a little more direct. I won't say she's not negative. She's just extremely direct. and she's a no bullshit kind of energy, and she's here to let you, she's not asking you for your opinion on how the structure should be. She's letting you know how the structure is going to be. She's kind, but she's not focused on your comfort. She's focused on the success of what you guys are working on. That's what it is. Okay, let's move into love. What's happening for Leos in love as they come out of quarantine, as they come out of lockdown? Leos in love, coming out of quarantine, coming out of lockdown. What does it look like? There is a new beginning. There is something happening. Very light, very subtle. Okay. That Knight of Cups has something to do with this also. So that Knight of Cups that Knight of Cups is doing a dual position in this reading, because that Cups has to do with an offer at work, but it's also the Two of Wands, guys, looking at the Knight of Cups. That's definitely what you've been waiting on. This person that you've been dealing with, possibly separated through quarantine, is coming back around with a harder, stronger plan. The Two of Wands energy is saying that you're open to it. I don't know how enthusiastic you are anymore, though. Yep. What'd I just say? You're kind of like, look, I'm into it, but I'm not losing my shit over you, guy. Like, I'm not really going that crazy for your energy anymore, because I kind of, with a lot of us, I kind of became self-sufficient during isolation, during quarantine, and it's nice, and I'm open to it. But, you know, this guy's got to really pull out the big guns to bring you back in for this Eight of Cups energy. This Eight of Cups energy is saying that throughout the course of separation and distance and the occasional sporadic text messages back and forth, or whatever the fuck the case is, you kind of find yourself in a position where Eight of Cups, you've moved on. Now, you're still open to this. You're still up for a date. You're still up for meeting up. But emotionally, you have been busying yourself with other things that took precedence over this, right? That superseded the communication with this character. It's not negative. I'm just saying, like, how you are after lockdown. Okay, Two of Wands here. Yeah, so you have a decision to make. After lockdown, you got two. You have a decision to make. You have the option to continue on with this person, but it might be still, it's not this hyper romantic, sweep you off your feet energy anymore. There's been too much distance and time and detachment emotionally. And so you, without even trying, it's not like you were like, fuck it, I'm over it. You just naturally, gradually fell away from that storyline. And now, after lockdown, you have a decision to make, Leo. You need to decide, do you keep talking to this person? Do you flex on this person? Like, hey, man, like, are you going to blow my mind right now? Or are we still going to do this? Like, quarantine shit. This person's going to still try to talk to you as if you're still in quarantine when lockdown is over. You're like, guy, lockdown's been over for a minute. We've only hung out once since lockdown's been over. You're still talking to me as if we're on lockdown. Fuck all that. You got a decision to make, Leo. You're not here for anyone to back burner your ass. Okay. Knight of Swords energy. You have a decision to make. Someone is going to, after lockdown, somebody is going to be like, they need a prodder. You're going to have to say, hey, I have a decision to make. Either you're going to speak to me as if lockdown is over and we're going to pursue something here, or you're going to speak to me as if we're still in lockdown. And I don't want to be spoken to as if we're still on lockdown. And that is going to prompt somebody to be like, oh, okay. They might make a move. They might make a move after that. They'll rush in. Hold on. Let's see what happens. Someone is going to be well adjusted after you let them know. But the thing is, they might not actually need a prodding. They might just do it on their own. They're going to feel it. Okay, so what happens is when we come out of lockdown, they're going to feel that your energy has pulled away. They're going to feel that shift. They're going to feel that disinterest on your part. You're not going to be rude. You're not going to be mean. There's no confrontation. You're just going to be busy. You're just going to be a little bit distant. They're going to experience that and go, oh, shit. So they're going to rush in with that Knight of Swords energy, and they are going to be like, hey, don't go anywhere. I'm so glad that lockdown's over. I totally want to take you on a trip. I totally want to do this. I totally want to do that, whatever they're going to say. This is something you might want to really seriously consider, because this is a King of Cups energy, meaning this person could actually be the real deal, Leo. Give this person a chance after lockdown. Lockdown is a whole nother story. That's prison talk. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know when we're going to be let out. But the King of Cups energy with the Knight of Swords energy is this person wants to quickly prove to you that they're emotionally available, ready, and stable for you. So allow them to. Give them that opportunity. That's the Two of Swords. You have a major decision, because if you walk away from this person, if you kick this person out after lockdown, that's it. Okay? And when I say that's it, I know people are like, well, nothing, it goes around, fucking retrograde, blah, blah, blah. No, that's it. That's it. That's it. Two of Swords. The other option with the Two of Swords is you say, okay, I'm going to give you a chance. I suggest strongly with the King of Cups energy, you give this person a chance. Very hard to arrive to the King of Cups energy. That's someone who's emotionally stable, and they have emotionally taken the hits, and they have grown, and they're making a conscious, mature, emotionally intellectual offer to you. And I suggest you take them up on it. Do not give up on this person. Lockdown has ruined it for everybody. And now we're at a place where this person wants to prove to you that they're the King of Cups energy. This is someone who's very mature. Almost too mature. Not too mature, but they're so mature that they're kind of blowing you away. Okay? Give this person a chance, Leo. There is connection there. There is chemistry there. But more importantly, there needs to be communication and urgency on their end for you. So if they're showing that to you, take it. Take it. It looks good after lockdown for the Leos. I think that you guys have kept your head on your shoulder throughout lockdown, and you are going to be able to reap the rewards after this. I don't see anything negative. I just see that someone, when it comes to work and money, is going to be extremely focused and driven to the point of where they might seem cold to you, but don't take it personally. I think they really are just focused. And so they're just handing out directives to get their shit together for, the benefit of the whole team, financially, all that stuff. I think they're going to be offered great things after lockdown. But most importantly, I think that this person that you're dealing with who has been stagnant or quiet or kind of off to the side, they're realizing now that you're going to pull away. They're realizing the risk of losing you. And so they're going to come through excitedly, and they're going to prove to you that they are emotionally mature and ready now after playing a little bit of lockdown games with you. All right. Looks good for you guys. So follow me on Instagram if you want to. I will speak to you soon. Good luck with everything. Bye.